Have you ever met someone who said nothing, yet told you everything? In tonight's mysterious tale, we follow Adam, a curious traveler who encounters a hauntingly beautiful woman deep in the Nordic wilderness. A woman who doesn't speak, yet draws him in with eyes full of sorrow and secrets. What begins as a surreal encounter soon unravels into a chilling connection that bends reality and desire. If you love dark mysteries, forbidden romance, and stories that whisper to your soul, stay with us. Like, subscribe, and comment where you're watching from. This story will stay with you long after the screen fades to black. My name is Adam. I've never believed in fate. I believed in light, in contrast, in shadows, things a photographer can capture, adjust, frame. But that winter, during my trip to a forgotten village near the Arctic Circle, I saw something no lens could contain. It started when I wandered off the main trail to shoot the sunrise across the frozen lake. The world was quiet, still, and surreal like time had paused. Then I saw her. She stood in the snow, barefoot, in a flowing white dress that danced with the wind. Her hair was jet black, falling over her shoulders like strands of shadow against snow. Her lips didn't move. Her eyes didn't blink. But somehow I felt spoken to. I took one photo, just one, and when I looked up, she was gone. Back at the cabin, the air felt heavier. The locals said the area was known for strange sightings, figures in the fog, whispers in the trees. But when I showed them the picture, they turned pale. One old man with a trembling voice told me about the voiceless bride, a woman who vanished on the eve of her wedding and whose sorrow was so deep, she lost her voice ... forever. That night, I dreamed of her. She stood at the edge of my bed, her expression unreadable. I wasn't afraid. I felt ... watched, not with menace, but with longing. Over the next few days, she appeared again. On the lake's shore, in a reflection not my own, behind the glass of an abandoned train car, she never made a sound. But every time our eyes met, I felt emotions I couldn't describe. Regret, hunger, something intimate and incomplete. One evening, I found her standing by the woods. Without knowing why, I followed. The snow didn't crunch under her feet. I walked for hours. When we reached an ancient tree split by lightning, she turned and placed her hand on my chest. Then she disappeared again. In the days that followed, I started losing my sense of time. I would wake up in places I didn't remember walking to. I would hear melodies in my dream songs without words. I stopped sharing the story with others. They wouldn't understand. They would only reduce her to folklore. But I felt her, every night, closer, stronger. One night, I awoke at 3:33, cold sweat, flickering candlelight. She stood by the window, looking out into the dark. I whispered, "What do you want from me?" She turned, walked toward me, and simply touched my lips. The silence between us roared louder than any scream. In that moment, I saw fragments visions. A church, a man in a tuxedo walking away, her voice screaming but unheard, her collapse, her disappearance. And I saw myself in that man's face. I had lived this life before. Or maybe I dreamt it. The next morning, the snowstorm had erased all paths. I was stuck in the cabin, the world outside blank and quiet. I opened the photograph I took that first day. She wasn't in it, only trees, sky, lake, no woman. But I remember her. I remember the way she made silence feel like intimacy. I remember the warmth of her touch in the coldest place I'd ever known. They say some souls are cursed to wander until someone truly sees them. I didn't just see her, I loved her. And now, sometimes when I close my eyes, I hear her voice. Just one word. Stay? If this story stirred something deep in you, don't scroll away just yet. Like this video, subscribe for more haunting tales, and drop a comment below. Have you ever felt a connection that didn't need words? We'll see you in the next mystery.